Welcome back to the official BVE stream from KitPlus. Remember, I would love to hear from you, whether you're in your office or you're at home, any questions that you have. If there's anybody here at BVE Expo who has a product that you really want to hear about and who you want to sit on my settee, tweet me at BVE Expo or hashtag KitPlus. Now, up next, I have in my studio Samantha and Alan from Paragon, and we're going to be talking about industry asset finance. Welcome.
Hi, Melissa.
Am I going to be bored for the next 15 minutes?
Are you going to be bored?
Am I going to be bored? Are we talking about finance?
How can you get bored talking about money?
Tell me.
Everyone likes to talk about money.
I love you two. I know you are anything but boring. What happened? So you were Fineline and now you're Paragon. Tell me, what's the evolution?
Sure. So Fineline is a brand that most people in the industry will be familiar with. They've been going for 25 years as an entity, but 16 years ago they were bought by Rothschild's Bank, and they became the asset finance group for Rothschild's. We actually went through a rebranding 12 months ago to formulate the Rothschild's brand within our name, and sadly for us, and also at the timing, Paragon Bank decided to come in and buy the business away from Rothschild. So we're now Paragon Technology Finance, and we're still the same people, still in the same location, still offering the great service that we used to do 25 years ago.
So Fineline.
Right.
Fineline, okay. If anybody wants to find out, we're going to talk in a minute just a little bit more about your products and services. If anybody wants to log on to your website, look into that camera. Samantha, where do they click through to?
They go to www.pbtf.co.uk, and there's a lot more information on there about how we changed from Fineline to 5 Arrows to Paragon.
Perfect. Okay, but now we are called, Paragon.
Paragon Bank Technology Finance.
Right. So for bankers, for financiers, you two are very warm and welcoming. What's your business philosophy? Share with us.
Well, we don't want to be just another grey bank. We've worked in this industry particularly for a long time. We know a lot of people in the industry and they know us, so we have some good relationships with customers, with the resellers and with the manufacturers, and that's key to us. That's key to what Paragon Bank Technology Finance is all about, because we want to offer our customers a level of service that they're not going to get from any other bank. You know, a lot of traditional bankers they'll lend against assets, but they've no clue what the difference is between the different cameras, between the different lenses. You know, we understand all that. I came from a kit sales background previously, you know, as did some of the other guys in our team, so we all understand the products, and that means that we can lend against them, and it's not just a balance sheet lend like you'd get from a very standard bank. You know, we look at the contracts that are coming up. The customer might have just secured a really interesting contract, and that's why they're buying kit, and that's going to change the whole model of their business. So looking at what's happened historically might not actually be that relevant. You know, we're in constant dialogue, we know what's happening in the industry, and we're able to do some really creative things because we're own funders.
Okay, so Alan, my next question, for anybody watching this that's thinking, I could do with a bit of finance from Paragon.
Sure.
What are you financing?
Crikey, we finance pretty much everything you can see on the show floor here at BVE, all the way from camera grip, cameras, camera lenses, playout studios, OB trucks, the whole plethora, the whole gamut, even drones as well. We've been.
I love drones.
I think they're fantastic.
A lot of normal banks don't like drones.
They
don't
drones.
like anything that flies.
Yeah, I guess it's high risk. They can fly off and crash.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and cranes and jibs, and pretty, as I say, everything you can see here is, you know, we're happy to consider as an asset to finance.
Okay, and how does this work for you? What's the gain for Paragon?
The gain for Paragon, well, we're in business obviously to keep the lights on and keep the food on the table. So we charge an interest on top of the money that we lend. But we try to match our products to the cash flow needs of the clients as well. That's quite specific because there's a seasonality within the broadcast industry, so we try to map our products to suit their cash flow needs.
Okay, and who are your customers?
Well, we've got customers across the board. I mean, discretion is a very key part
No,
of our
tell
business.
tell me. Who are your customers?
I don't think we're allowed to actually tell you who our customers are because we have a commitment to them that we don't share information. However, some of our customers do allow us to sometimes talk about the interesting projects that we've worked on, and you can read about those if you sign up to our newsletter, which is called Preview.
Perfect.
Comes out twice a year.
Tell us in that camera, how can we sign up to your newsletter?
If you just send us an email to info@pbtf.co.uk, ask to get onto the mailing list, we'll take some details and we'll send it out to you pre-NAB, pre-IBC, and you'll be able to find out about some of the cool projects that we've been working on.
And what makes you different as a finance corporation to your competitors?
Okay, we offer an end-to-end solution. So the only competition in the marketplace currently outside of Paragon Bank will be a broker. So that's someone who tries to find solutions with alternative banks. And if they're trying to put multiple banks into the same deal, you'll get a whole plethora of different end-of-term agreements, et cetera, Someone else is doing all the billing and collecting it, and at Paragon we do the whole one-stop shop, effectively, and make sure that the customer knows exactly what's going on through the whole term. It's very consistent, and consistency is very important for us.
Yeah, okay, lovely. And I'm in the property game, so I work with mortgages, and I'm always interested in interest rates. Do you have any unique schemes that you can share with us that will be relevant to the broadcast arena?
We have 0% finance running at the moment on JVC camera channels and also on a range of Canon products. We run 0% finance throughout the year for different manufacturers. That's one thing that's very key to us, is we have strong relationships with the manufacturers, and therefore we're able to offer schemes like 0% finance throughout the year. Regular banks would not be able to do that.
Tell me about BVE. Why is it an exciting show for you to attend?
I find BVE fascinating. It's an opportunity for us all to get together on our own little island and re-engage with some of our old existing customers, and also just identify what's new in the marketplace. It helps us keep fresh with the technology as well, just to identify what the assets are going to look like within the next 12 months. So it's a really good show to come to for that.
Favourite stands? Favourite stands?
They're all favourite.
Yeah. I love finance people, how you maintain a very professional equilibrium. You've come to the wrong place. We're not professional here. No, I respect that. I respect that you have standards to uphold, and I appreciate that. Anything else you want to share? Anything else you want to share to our fabulous viewers? We have 18,000 people who are watching.
Well, that makes me feel much better.
Our live stream daily from BVE, provided via KitPlus. Anything else you want to share?
Really, anybody who's interested in anything they've seen on the show floor over the last couple of days and tomorrow, feel free to make contact with any of us. If they walk around, they'll find one or two of us milling around the stands, and we can help and understand their business and provide the right product to help them go and make the purchase they're looking for.
And also, I know that you love drones, don't you?
We do.
We do? What, yourself and Samantha, or the business loves
the
drones?
The business.
Have I sneaked out a little bit of information? Do you finance drones?
We have been known to.
We do, and I think actually one of the stories that we did feature in one of our newsletters was that we did some drones that have been on some of the big feature films that might involve Daniel Craig.
Lovely.
Yeah.
A headshot of Daniel Craig. I mean, Daniel Craig from any view, I think, will be fabulous.
Yeah.
How big are these drones that we're talking about?
Well, if I can answer, I mean, you can buy a small drone now for a few £1,000s, but generally speaking, the ones that go on features, they're fairly substantial beasts.
They're like an €80,000.
90,000 euro.
Drone, yeah.
And it's key to ensure you've got the right payload, so you can get the right camera to capture the shots that you require as well.
Lovely.
So they've got to be substantial.
Samantha and Alan, hold fire. We will be coming back shortly after the break. It's time for you at home or in your office to refuel, top up with some coffee and tea. We'll be back in a few minutes, continuing our financial chat, which includes drones. Welcome back to my KitPlus studio, and today I am joined by the delightful Samantha. You are the first woman on my settee.
That's terrible.
Hi.
That's bad news.
Seriously? That's getting
really
lonely.
nice.
Wow, and Alan.
I feel all alone now.
Feel all alone. No, never be lonely. Gosh, particularly when you're in finance and you're a banker.
Quite, yeah.
He's got money. I'm sure he's never going to be that lonely.
I love that perspective. Now, tell me about the change in your brand name, originally known as Fine Line.
Correct, yeah.
Yeah, and switched to Paragon. What's the evolution because of?
So Fine Line for over 20 years in the industry, very well known within the broadcast domain. We were owned by Rothschild's Bank. We tried to realign our brand to incorporate the Rothschild's brand, so we changed our name to 5 Arrows Media Finance. And then in November last year, we were bought out by Paragon Bank. So we've now evolved into Paragon Bank Technology Finance, still the same people, still in the same location, and still offering the same service.
And the whole of the 5 Arrows group was bought by Paragon. So it's not just technology finance, although that's what we do. We do have other parts of the business that do other specialist finance. For example, we have printing finance business, and we have a specialist vehicle finance business, and there's a whole group of us. We're part of quite a large group of companies.
And I'm always interested where broadcast, how does broadcast collide with finance?
So, well, everybody needs cash flow. Okay, everybody needs cash to run their businesses. When you're in the broadcast environment and you need to make a purchase of large lenses, OB trucks, studio upgrades, it's an awful lot of money to put together, and not very many organizations have that kind of cash in the bank just to go and spend. In fact, no one does, really. So people right across the full gamut of customers in the broadcast domain will need a finance solution to match their purchase with their cash flow over a term.
Now, for anybody watching this, if you look at that camera, can you just share where we can get, before we go into details about the different services you offer, Samantha, if you can share where we can get more information about your services from.
Check out our website, www.pbtf.co.uk. You can also follow us on Twitter. We are at Paragon Bank Tech. And you can also follow me personally. I have my own Twitter feed as well, which is at Samantha Arlo, funnily enough.
I'm not sure if that was a good move, Samantha. This industry is dominated by 99% men. Samantha's suddenly going to get a whole lot of new friends. so tell me about your client base. Am I assuming correctly, when I hear the Rothschild name, I'm thinking, you're financing kind of the big film productions and...
Right. Yeah.
Or are we looking at cameramen, the single cameraman?
It's the full plethora. We'll finance freelance cameramen who need to make a purchase of a new camera to obtain the correct shots for their contracts, all the way through to state broadcasters. We don't just operate in the UK either. We also operate outside of the UK into mainland Europe, providing similar solutions over there.
What do you specifically offer your customers that you think you're more advantageous than your competitors?
Well, the main thing for us is that we offer a very flexible solution. We don't just have a set solution or a set type of finance. We can pretty much do whatever the customer needs. They just come and talk to us. We're also very transparent, very clear. There's no hidden fees or crazy back-end additional payments or anything like that. It's a really clear, concise finance product, but with a quite traditional view on customer service. And you don't just have to take it from me. Obviously, I'm going to say we're great to all our customers, but if you look on our website, there's lots of testimonials, lots of stories from lots of the big names in the industry that everyone will know, telling about their experience working with us.
What's your background? I'm curious, Alan. How did you get into the business?
In finance. I've been in the broadcast industry since 2000, working for a bunch of different manufacturers. And I've been working with Fine Line, as it was back then, to provide financial solutions for the products we were launching for some of the manufacturers. And it came a point where I was looking to make a change, and the managing director of was Fineline, asked me to come and join and use some of my knowledge and experience and connections within the in the industry to help develop a better solution.
And a little birdie told me that you, like me, are a huge fan of drones, and your company finances drones. And I know that just from the newsletter, from your newsletter.
Yeah.
What is the biggest drone you financed? I'm obsessed.
Crikey. That's a great question, actually.
I think the biggest drone that we financed was about 80,000 euros to purchase, and we financed 2 because it was being used on a feature film. And if you put them on a feature film, you have to have a spare, you have to have a backup, because a feature film cannot afford for the drone to not be flying for the shot that it needs to take. So we actually financed 160,000 euros of drones.
And who are you specifically, which actor were you specifically focusing on?
Well, those particular drones, and I think I'm allowed to say this, I'm pretty sure this was in our newsletter, actually went on to the Bond movies.
Daniel Craig, oh my gosh.
I know you're looking at me and you're thinking, yeah, very similar, but it's not me. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
It's just a beard.
Alan and Samantha from Paragon, you have been a pleasure. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having us.
You've made me smile thinking about Daniel Craig. Wonderful. If anybody wants more information about Daniel Craig, please go to the Paragon website. Now, the Paragon website, I'm just joking, is on pbtf.co.uk, or you can contact them via Twitter at Paragon Bank Tech. I hope you've enjoyed the last few days of our BVE 2016 live stream. I have loved it. Thanks for all your comments and your tweets, and of course to the wonderful guests, the whole range of guests we've had in the KitPlus studio. Now, you'll find all of this content online to view on demand in a few days. So please do tune in tomorrow for the final day of the UK's biggest industry trade show. Thanks for watching today, and we'll be streaming the BVE comedy show out live between 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. this evening. Do stay tuned. I will see you soon. Goodbye for now.